Chapter 2: The Mind Map. The woodworking shop smelled of cedar and clean ambition. Late morning light poured through high windows, catching on floating sawdust like tiny constellations. Elena hovered just inside the doorway, her hands twisting in the sleeves of her cardigan. Every surface was orderly. Tools hung in perfect rows, wood planks were stacked by size. The massive timber wall at the center of the room stood bare and pristine, like a dare. "You can sit," Silas said gently, nodding toward a stool, "or you can pace, or you can draw on my walls. I don't mind." Elena let out a breath she didn't realize she'd been holding. "I'm not neat," she warned. "My ideas don't go in straight lines." Silas crossed the room and held out a thick stick of charcoal. "Good," he said. "Neither do gears. They just pretend to." Elena stared at the charcoal, then at the wall, then something inside her loosened. She took one step forward, then another, and pressed the charcoal to the timber. The first line came out shaky, the second crossed it, the third branched off into something that looked like a gear if a gear had been drawn by a dreamer instead of an engineer. Elena's breath quickened, her shoulders dropped, the room disappeared. "Okay," she murmured, "so the torque isn't the problem, it's the transfer, and the transfer isn't mechanical, it's temporal." Lines spread across the wall, arrows curved, circles became spirals, numbers appeared and were crossed out. "The bell rings late because the energy bottlenecks here," she said, tapping a chaotic knot of lines. "Not because the gear is broken, but because it's being asked to do the job of 3 other parts." Silas didn't interrupt. He didn't correct her. He didn't tell her to slow down. He pulled over a rolling stool, sat beneath the storm of charcoal lines, and started sketching her shapes into a clean notebook. "So," he said, his pencil moving steadily, "this loop feeds that lever drives this wheel, and this wheel is doing work it shouldn't be doing." Elena froze. You followed that?" Silas looked up at her. His eyes were calm, focused. "You're not scattered," he said quietly. "You're dimensional." Something in Elena's chest cracked open. "Everyone else keeps asking me for steps. I don't think in steps. I think in weather systems." Silas stood. He turned to a workbench and lifted a half-finished wooden frame. "Then we'll build you a forecast," he said. He slid the frame onto the table. Inside it was a circular channel, smooth and shallow. A visual timer. No ticking, no alarms, just movement you can see. Sand or beads or whatever feels right. Elena reached out and touched the wood. It was warm from his hands. "You're building accommodations," she said, "not corrections." Silas smiled. "I don't fix birds by breaking their wings. I build perches." Elena laughed, a soft, startled sound, like joy had surprised her. She turned back to the wall. Her hands moved faster now. "Sir." "Okay," she said. "So here's the real fix. We don't replace the main gear, we reroute the stress. We give the system a co-pilot." Silas's pencil stopped. He looked up. "Like you," he said. Elena swallowed. "Like us." Outside, the distant town clock chimed noon, late, and for the first time in her life, Elena smiled at the sound instead of flinching.